My name is Michelle. I'm a librarian here at RSU Libraries, and this is our second unboxing video. And today we're actually going to be unboxing 2 boxes because we've had so many books coming in, and it's right before the holiday break. So I thought I'd show you as much as I possibly could. Now these books are brand new, so they still have a little bit of processing left to do on them, so like stickers and things like that, but you can place a hold on them. So if you are interested in any of these books, you can place holds on them now. Anyway, so again, I'm not sure what's in these, even though as the collection development librarian I did actually order them. It was a while ago, so bear with me. Okay. I think this one probably has some like children's books in it, which a lot of you may not realize because we're an academic library, but we do have a children's collection, a fairly large children's collection, so youth and young adult actually. So it's like everything from board books to YA and everything in between, fiction and nonfiction. So we do order those books, award winners, popular titles. And yes, I was right, this is children's books. So here's one of the first ones, and I'm going to open some of these up. You see that? Because these are considered picture books, and they have gorgeous art in them. So this one's called If You Come to Earth by Sophia Blackall. She's a 2-time Caldecott medalist. If you're not familiar with that, Caldecott is one of the major awards in children's literature. And this book is all about finding sort of your place in the universe, or talking about humans, almost as if you were seeing the Earth for the first time. But showing, you know, diversity and the different types of people who live here, the different ways we live, the different jobs we have. Oh, look, it's a library. It's better when we help each other. So this is a beautiful book. Obviously, the illustrations are lovely. And again, this one's got a few more things that needs to be done to it, but this would be a wonderful book to read to your children. And here's another one. Oh, this one. Yeah, I almost got these confused. This one's called Your Place in the Universe. This one really is about contextualizing yourself within the larger picture of not just the world, but the universe. More really beautiful art. So, for example, it says, these kids are 8 years old. They are about 5 times as tall as this book, but only half as tall as an ostrich. And it goes on to find, you know, more and more. It talks about the universe. It says huge change of galaxies, millions of light years long. Anyway, another gorgeous book showing kids how they fit in the world and the universe around them. So there's that one. All right, we have Too Many Birds. This is another beautiful picture book. This is a comedy, very funny. It's about this very, very popular book, or very, very popular tree that these birds really love to sit on, and this angry little man who has all these little rules about who can and can't sit on the tree, just making the birds want to sit on the tree even more. And of course they say a lot of, hey, too many birds. So this is another fun one. Okay. Ooh, this is another good one. I think this one may have also won an award. This is basically nonfiction, but it's also a children's book. It's Grow Secrets of Our DNA, Nicola Davies, and it's illustrated by Emily Sutton. And it basically teaches children about what DNA is and how it's all connected, from animals to leaves, to plants to people, and what we have in common, talking about growing food, and insects. Anyways, it's learning about how DNA works, you know, how we're all connected by DNA. Anyway, but it's a fun, technically a nonfiction book. Beautiful, again, beautiful I'm gonna run out of space here. I don't really think this through. Anyway. Oh, a classic! This was a request by a faculty member. I want you to know that. I have been wanting to order this for some time, but this was a faculty member request. Yertle the Turtle and Other Stories by Dr. Seuss. I don't know if there's any Dr. Seuss fans out there. I'm going to read the first one. I used to be a children's librarian. Okay, that explains my love. Okay. On the faraway island of Salamasond, Yertle the Turtle was king of the pond. A nice little pond. It was clean. It was neat. The water was warm. There was plenty to eat. The turtles had everything turtles might need. They were all happy, quite happy indeed. Okay, so Dr. Seuss fans, Yertle the Turtle, an absolute classic. Next! Okay, so we have our second box here. I really am not sure about this one. I don't think this one has all children's books in it. Honestly, we use Amazon a lot, and when things come from Amazon, I can't remember. We order so many different things from them. Okay, all right, this is great. The Magic Fish. So we're building up our graphic novel collection. This is a really beautiful graphic novel. This is more the YA. The theme, it says, real life isn't a fairy tale. This is another first-generation immigrant book. And the character in here is a refugee, actually, with his parents, and he's trying to find a way through language barriers and through all their life struggles to actually come out to his parents. So there's a lot of issues talked about in this, but again, has really, I don't know if you can see that, really beautiful graphics, and but it integrates fairy tales, Vietnamese fairy tales, overlap, and that's basically one of the ways. The Magic Fish, that's a well-known fairy tale. How he finds a way to come out to his parents through, learning about and reading Vietnamese fairy tales. So there's one of those. Can you see that? Sort of. I'll scoot these back here. Okay, so here's that one. Ooh, okay. Here's another YA. Boy, we got a lot of YA going on. Is this one YA? No, this one's not. This is adult. I think one of the librarians recommended this one. It's called Spellbreaker by Charlie N. Holmberg. And so it's about an orphaned girl who has wizard powers, but in this sort of world, there's like parallel universes where there are two types of wizards. There's wizards who can cast spells, and then there's wizards who can break them. And so here's just a line from the back. So she is commissioned by an underground group known as the Cowls. Elsie, the main character, uses her spell breaking to push back against aristocrats and help the common man. She always did love the tale of Robin Hood. So there's all kinds of scary things that happen in there with dangerous wizards. But speaking of Robin Hood, we just bought Robin Hood. So we had an older version of Robin Hood, an older book. I like to call them well-loved. And so to replace that well-loved, timeless classic, we purchased another edition of it. So again, this one does have some illustrations in it, but it's just a reprint of a classic. Always a good one. Ooh, this is another great graphic novel. This one was actually on the Goodreads 2020 on their top list this year, best books. And so it's about best friends who develop a different type of relationship, and one of them is really worried they've ruined their friendship, and the other one is just super confused, and it's kind of how they come together and how they work that out, discovering this new relationship together. And some really great sort of more comic style almost images. So there's that. And this one is a YA, so young adult. And last but not least, the illustrated treasury of Grimm's fairy tales. So as part of our youth collection, our young adult collection, we had a lot of the individual Grimm's fairy tales, and they were extremely well loved and not in very good condition anymore. So this beautiful masterpiece of a book is to replace that, and this has some wonderful illustration in it, but it has a lot of the stories, and I don't believe they're greatly abridged. So it's got Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Hansel and Gretel, and many more. Rumpelstiltskin. Oh, I hate that story, but it's anyway. And some you may never have heard of. So again, really pretty graphics. This book was well rated, not just because of the way they do the stories in it, but because of the illustrations. So that's it. Again, all of these books are available for you to place a hold right now. Just because I've got your attention, I do want to let you know that we are going to be closed starting December 23rd for the holiday break, but we will be reopening bright and early January 4th. So if you place a hold on these, they still have to have some processing done, but you'll be able to check them out in January. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching.